Look, if you've been watching my channel or have seen some of my previous videos, it may have come to your attention the team that I support, which may give you an insight into why I'm making this video today, as in my life, the one team that I cannot stand, especially because they've humiliated United too much in the past few meetings, is Liverpool. So, as an average hate watcher, seeing them crash out in the Champions League did make my heart skip a beat in joy, but then skipped too many when they won the Premier League again this year, equaling United's record of 20 top-flight English titles. Now, last time they did this, Liverpool believed they could just copy-paste their team into the next season and just make one big signing that summer, thinking that just Jota would be enough to change the game. And to Liverpool fans who are watching this video, I'm not shitting on Diogo Jota. He will be remembered as an amazing footballer, and what happened to him was just a heartbreaking tragedy. This video is highlighting the club itself and has nothing to do with anything of Diogo Jota personally. And well, if you don't make changes to your team, and the other 19 teams in the league know they are facing the same team they had faced last season, it doesn't take that much to adjust their tactics, leaving Liverpool with no trophies that year, being knocked out early in the FA Cup and the League Cup, and being knocked out in the quarterfinals of the Champions League against Real Madrid, which may have been the day that Trent made the decision to start learning Spanish, and came third in the Premier League, behind Manchester United. Come on! But now in this season, with Klopp having left the wheel and Baldy having taken over, it seems he's trying to avoid what Klopp did those few seasons ago at all costs, literally at all costs, and has taken the transfer market by storm. But it's going from one extreme to the other, the right angle. So today I'm going to analyse all of Liverpool's summer transfers and see if they are worth it, who they will be replacing, and discuss the rumours of potential players that might still join, and see if splashing all this cash is really worth it. Let's get into it. We need to start off with the obvious, Florian Wirtz. If you watched my video where I predict 100 million transfers that will take place this summer, and I was right that he was going to cost 100 million, but I definitely didn't get the club right. Anyways, Wirtz smashed the British record transfer fee by a whopping £1.5 million, eclipsing Moises Caicedo. But in the past, as we have seen in the video, why big transfers almost always fail, they are bringing loads of throwbacks. The price the expensive players pay is pressure. Wirtz will not only be facing immense pressure to perform, but being slotted into that number 10 role, he will be expected to assist and help relieve Salah in his attacking duties, creating attacks and unlocking stubborn defences. I mean, there's not really a specific player Wirtz is exactly replacing, and at just 22 years old, he still has a lot of time to grow even more. The main disadvantage I see in this transfer though is the fact that Wirtz has so far only played in the Bundesliga, and that adapting to the level of football in the Premier League may take longer than anticipated, and that this may then knock his confidence, which may result in more poor performances down the line. Next up, Wirtz's teammate, Jeremy Frimpong. Honestly, I don't have much to say here because this is the one transfer where you don't think too much and just have him sign. The fact that they paid only 40 million euros is also kind of wild, as Frimpong, in my opinion, is seen as one of the best right backs in the world and is coming in to replace Jude Bellingham's boyfriend. So yeah, good signing. Now, to the other side of the pitch, where this player is looking to silence Andy Robertson's plea to the fans, Milos Kerkez. Now, just a second. This is where it all goes to show that the Premier League is the best league in the world. Because how is a 21-year-old who has played for Bournemouth for 2 seasons, cost roughly 47 million euros, and a 24-year-old in his prime who's won the Bundesliga and the League Cup and was a key player for the team that holds the European record of going 51 games in a row without a loss in all competitions, still cost less cash? Wild. Anyways, I think Kerkez is also a signing that makes sense and where Liverpool can improve, but now we are about to move on to potential transfers that, in my opinion, should be banned. Let's start with the biggest one again, Alexander Isak. Liverpool would have smashed the British transfer record twice in the same transfer window had Newcastle accepted their 140 million euro offer last week, but it seems that Liverpool is grasping at straws at this point. Isak seems like he just doesn't want to join anyone at this point, knowing that Newcastle really wants to keep him, which makes sense as he's carried them last season and was just sensational, which he would probably be at Liverpool as well. But new stories have emerged though that the owners of Newcastle are tempting him to come and play in their country, as Al Hilal has apparently entered the discussion in signing Isak as well. And as a United fan, I'd honestly rather see Isak play for Liverpool than see him go to the Saudi League, because the game would be truly gone if he does so. This next transfer will probably be done and dusted by the time I release this video, but Hugo Ekitike. The PSG flop who has gone on to shine at Eintracht Frankfurt is looking to be the wish version of Isak, which is still a compliment in a sense. With a bit of an odd transfer story where Ekitike is forcing the transfer to Liverpool to go through, even though Eintracht Frankfurt wants to sell him, is looking to replace Darwin Núñez for 80 million euros. But having failed on the big stage before, will he be able to overcome the nerves this time due to his gained experience at the German side, or will he flop again and instead of being called out by a PSG star winger, will it be Mo Salah instead? I think it will be another question of adaptation, and depending on his confidence level, Ekitike, Wirtz and Salah could be a dangerous trio up front. And now, the final massive transfer rumour, Rodrigo. After Arsenal signed Noni Madueke last week and still haven't secured Gyökeres's signature, Liverpool have entered the race of signing the winger, and not for the first time. Since 2017, while Rodrigo was still at Santos, Liverpool have been interested in signing the player, who at the time rejected Liverpool as he wanted to become a legend at Santos, which he did, and then directly went to the Galacticos. But now, with the option to join Arsenal getting complicated and Liverpool doing everything in their power to sign the Brazilian, Rodrigo could be the next 100 million euro transfer this window to join the Premier League. But it's highly debatable if his performances will be up to the expected standard, as he didn't have much playing time last season, and when he did, he definitely wasn't a standout player. But if we're honest, the whole team wasn't standing out either. Still, there are reports stating that this transfer will only take place if they are able to sell Luis Diaz, which is looking like a real possibility as he has been strongly linked with the German champions Bayern Munich. Now, if I tally up all these fixed costs and the estimated cost as well, and if all these rumours do come to fruition, Liverpool will be looking to have spent a crazy amount of 540 million euros. Over €500 million. I mean, if they're really able to sign Rodrigo and Isak, they've got to be breaching some kind of FFP rule, and we can no longer make fun of Man City's oil money, but we need to come together and start clowning Liverpool. Who's with me? Anyone?
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Oh, okay. But now for real, do you think Liverpool will be breaking the bank by spending €500 million on transfers this summer, or will Ekitike be the final big player to arrive at Anfield this summer? Leave your comments and opinions down below, and while you're at it, make sure to subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. See you in the next one. Bye!